So I'm just hello.
Hello.
Yes, I think we are live.
Hello. Hello.
Yes, I think we are live.
It's echoing.
Yes.
You've got two devices in your.
Yes, I just stopped one. I was just trying to make sure testing the sound. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Great. Nice to have you here. Where are you checking in from? We've got a few people jumping on board. Wow, okay. I think it's good. Yeah. Right. So today is going to be slightly okay. Let's go through the house show. If this is your first time of joining us, try and just it's gonna be like an open live session. So if people do send me in questions, so I've got a few questions that I'm gonna go through. But if you're on the call, you can use the chat box to post your question. It should be under the video, like under the Zoom panel. If you're on YouTube, it should be, you can use the comment section. I'll be looking at it here to make sure I am catching up with what's going on. Okay, I think I can see some people saying it's echoing, it's buffering, roller girl. Yeah, I think we got that sorted. So yeah, well done for joining us today. So first of all, a little disclaimer. I do online business, like most of you must have seen my videos or you coming through YouTube. So everything I'm gonna be sharing with you is going to be like in the trenches. It's going to be like something that is active. So it's important that we understand that in business, we are responsible for our actions. So what I might say to you today, like every software that you use, they get updated. So all this is information purposes. We go through life coaching. I look at business like a lifestyle. So that's how you look at it. So you have to constantly be learning to evolve in it. Right, so take your time to read the disclaimer on your screen and we crack on. So a little bit of intro about myself. Probably, I don't know if this is your first time, I'll just say it again. I'm just an ordinary guy like any of you. So don't look at me with any eyes as if I've got any special talent or I'm a wizard. I know what I'm, God created me on Sunday or in a public holiday that I'm so brilliant. I'm just like you. And I just want to help because I stumbled on this information after I came to London in I'm not going to tell you my life story here, but I came to London in 2010. Um, After a series of about 7 years, I saw myself, I knew I was intelligent. The dreams I had when I came here, I was working like 3 jobs, cleaning, healthcare and delivery. So at some point I started asking myself, is this how my life is going to end up? And obviously you start seeking for solutions and answers. The only thing that woke me up was my son. One morning I was trying to go to work. I just realized I couldn't spend time with him. And that was the point I had made the decision that I'm going to do something to change my life. Now, it's very easy to say I'm going to change my life and you succeed in it. So looking back now, I'm looking at why is everybody not selling products online? Why are people complaining that they don't have money, they don't have, is lack of information the problem? So that has taken me down this path of studying human behavior and why we do what we do. Because I believe as a child of God, you are blessed with so much abundance. It's just having the wisdom and knowledge to understand it. All right, so I can't hear you. Nasiga, can everyone else hear me?
I can hear you, Pascal.
Thank you.
I can hear you, Colin Martins.
Colin Martins, well done. So, right, so what is going to happen here is I'm going to run through a few slides to see if we can get this. This is designed to finish in an hour. If I share this with you, it will literally help you. Then we can take the questions towards the end because I think this is valuably important because it's easy.
Pascal.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sobianiju. Can I ask? Because you see, I'm doing this through my phone. It's very tiny.
Okay.
Is it possible for me to have a copy to read it in my
Yes.
computer?
Yes, you can log into your computer, use the same link. You can go into your computer.
No, I don't want to use my computer because my computer is it's a bit old, you know.
Okay.
So it's only my phone that is very clear with Zoom.
All right. I'll send you the recording later on, maybe tomorrow when everything is up and ready.
All right then. Thank you.
No worries. So it's important that I run through these slides. I just prepared it not quite long ago because I've been studying this myself to literally help anybody that is literally about to change their life. So you understand kind of what you are going to go through. You know, it's easy for me to come here and say, hi, this is how to sell products online. This is how to build a website. This is the best product to sell. But in reality, the lack of information is not really the problem of why most people can't succeed online. It's just understanding what is happening to us as a person, why we. Duke, Ifeanyi, I can't hear you. Check your audios, guys. Some guys are hearing me, so I believe it's from your side. Yeah. So I'm gonna run through this slide as quickly as I can. I hope I'm gonna ram in a lot of information into it. So I hope you guys can keep up with me. If not, you get a recording and you can watch it later on. Right. So first of all, I've already introduced myself. I'm just an ordinary guy like you guys. I'm a Nigerian, came to London in 2010, family of 3 girls, that's my wife, 2 daughters and 2 boys, me and my son. So we're just a humble family that God has blessed. All we're doing now is to help people do the same, to create the same life they want and desire for themselves. So what we normally tend to do when we look to start a business online is we just want to make money. We just want to solve a problem. Just like me, you just want to spend more time with your kids, no matter what the challenge is for you. But the challenge is usually we don't have a vision of our lives. And vision is like a long-term view of multiple things you want to accomplish in your life. That's why in the book of Proverbs 29:18 said, where there is no, sorry, I think there's a plate clickling here somewhere. Let me just find it and mute it out. Okay, I think it's muted now. Right, so where there's no vision, my people will perish. But he that kept the law, happy is he. Okay, I think it's still coming across. Yeah, done it now. So what the problem is I think it's down to belief, understanding who we are as a person. And if we don't have a vision of what we want to do, I'm gonna give you I'll use my life story to give you an example. When I was coming to United Kingdom, my vision was I'm gonna build a business, I'm gonna travel back home, I'm not gonna spend a lot of time. I had this whole big vision that I wanted. But I came here, I got sucked into what I call it 9 to 5 or the rat race, whatever you may call it. So I saw as if I threw away my dreams and my aspiration that I came with. I just chucked it in the bin and was just walking. So I saw myself in this roller coaster and I was getting older every day. So they usually say, I wouldn't be surprised if all of us here are within the age of 40, 45, 50, because that's when they say we begin to see the handwriting of God, or the world, not literally, in our lives. So if we begin to see that, that's when you begin to sense that there is a problem and you need to solve it. So to change anything in your life, to create the life that you want, you gotta need discipline. This is absolutely key. And discipline is the ability to tell yourself you are going to do something and you go ahead and do it. I don't care any course you sign up online or any training you get into, you gotta need discipline on your part to follow through, because this is what distinguishes people that make it and people that don't. You often see a lot of people, they sign up for different courses. I wouldn't be surprised. Like me, I signed up for a few, but I didn't have the discipline to follow through. I didn't understand it. I was not able to ask questions. So there was a lot of problems I had, but the main problem was I wasn't disciplined enough towards my dreams, towards my vision, which was to create more life. And if you're going to change your life, you got to understand there is a roadmap to everything that you're trying to create. It's not that complicated. Let's not try to make it as if there's an online training hack or something that's going to do it for you. The simplest way for you to reach your goal is for you to do what? Get a roadmap. Take, for example, you're trying to get a map. For example, you're trying to travel from London to Manchester and you're in London and you've not been in Manchester before. So what is the first thing that you need that will guide you? Today's world is going to be sat nav. Before it will be a map. So what is that map meant to do? The map is meant to tell you to go left, right, straight, travels 100 meters, this way, that way. That's how your mind works. For you to achieve your goal, for you to achieve your vision, whatever vision you have for yourself, remember, where there is no vision, you got to create. The vision is more important than the course. If you don't have any vision, you have to take a pen, put it down on paper. Vision is like spirit. When you write it on paper, it becomes words. So when you take something from the spirit form and you put it down on paper, it becomes physical. Nothing can be created physically if it's not created spiritually first. When you have your vision, make sure you have your goals written down where you can see them every day. I'm going to go into this a little bit more. So the quickest way to get to your goal is to get a roadmap. If you try to travel from here without a map, from London to Manchester without a map, you'll probably be traveling around in circles. And that's what most of us do. We don't want to get a guide. And in life, your roadmap is going to be a mentor, somebody that has achieved what you are looking to achieve. So I stumbled on this book. What else all of us want is success. whatever is health, happiness. Remember what I'm sharing with you. This covers all areas of your life: happiness, health, finances, whatever you're looking to achieve. Nightingale defines success as a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So this definition is very simple, but many of us, I did not understand it. I had to listen to this audio for like more than 1,000 times. And bear me in mind, I did not start this online business like 2000. I just started like 2017, January. Just like a New Year's resolution, I'm gonna do this, commit to this thing for 1 year. That was my goal then. And I started seeing results within 5 months. So what is success? It's the progressive. When you make a decision that you're going to bring your vision to life, you take the first step that is right in front of you. You probably know what it is. Only you will know, because that vision can't be in your mind if God didn't give it to you. So whatever you have, that's God that gave it to you. Your responsibility is to take the first step that's right in front of you. But what most of us do is tell me how I'm going to build a website. Tell me how I'm going to um, who's got how to sell product. Find what are the products. How do I source products from wherever in the world? How do I create a online course to sell? This is like you're asking questions like 2-3 months down the line. There's a step in front of you. Take that one. It's called walking in faith. You can't see all of the steps until you take the first one. It's like driving in a fog. You see only 100 meters when you turn on the lights. That's what you drive. When you drive that 100 meters, remember you're going from London to Manchester. When you drive that 100 meters, the next 100 meters unfolds. That's the success, is the progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So you got to be moving by faith. You can't avoid it. It's impossible to please God without faith. It's impossible for you to create the life you want without faith. So what's the secret? What's the hack? When I saw this the first time, the same book, The Strangest Secrets, Nightingale said, you will become what you think about. That's the strangest secrets in the world. So in that book, he referred other books and other books. So I stumbled on this other one, Ralph Waldo Emerson, American essay. He said, what is the hardest task in the world? Is to think. What is the strangest secrets in the world? You will become what you think about. So that led me into the study of everybody is thinking. You might be thinking, I'm thinking every day. So why am I not creating the life I want? There's a difference between thinking and creative thinking. Creative thinking, you're a creative being. God has given you an infinite power in your mind. It's for us to learn how to use them. So success is not complicated. Look at it as a balance. This is very simple. It's 95% mental, spiritual, whatever you want to call it. 95% is what's going on in your mind. 5% is strategy. That's the actions that you're taking. So the imaginations, the words that you say every day, that you speak every day, in the beginning was the Word. The Word was with God, and the Word was God. The vision, the spiritual, the images that you see every day. That's the image. When I'll talk about image, the pictures in your house, the people that you associate yourself with, these are all images. The people that you hung around with. When you surround yourself with, tell me your friends and I'll tell you who you are. We must have heard this before, but these are all influencing our mind. So the way you see yourself, you become an average of the 5 or 10 people you surround yourself with. You earn between $2,000 to $3,000 or pounds of your 5 closest best friend. These things are not accident. It's just understanding it. So you got to understand the mental part. You have to set goals. What are your daily goals? What are your actions, that your goals that you set for yourself? The visualization, you pray every day, you meditate. That's part of it. You have to do it. Desire, your hunger to change, create your feelings. This feelings is a very great one. You just have to, let me just elaborate on it a little bit. Feelings are something that, let's say for instance, you're supposed to change your life. If you look at your life now, between 2020 and 2025, you're supposed to be a multi-millionaire. Now, you got to start today with faith. And you have to act as if you're already a multimillionaire and keep moving in that direction. Whatever the goal is for you, maybe your time is to spend time with your kids. You need to do it within 6 months. You have to start acting like that person. So the feelings that you generate on daily basis is very crucial. So take, for instance, if God has promised you that you're going to spend more time with your children after you start a business online within the next 1 year, you have your time back, you travel when you want, do what you want, what sort of emotions would you entertain within that period you're going through that journey? Are you going to be feeling grumpy, angry, or are you going to be excited? It's something that you have to think about, because this is what's going to make or break. Your feelings is like your emotional guiding system. If you're feeling good, that means you're thinking good thoughts. We're going to go a little bit into thought thinking. And if you're feeling bad, you're thinking negative thoughts. You need to snap yourself out of it. You can do that with music. So it's emotion of faith, love, gratitude. There's a lot of them. So this is spiritual bit. You got to understand this part is crucial. You need both. Then the other side is the action, the strategy. What kind of products can I sell? How do I build a website? Who's going to support me? How do I start a YouTube channel? How do I write a blog? How to. You remember, that's 5%. This is what holds most people back, because what happens to us is we are overloaded on one side. We are literally looking for how to start, how to, but there's no vision of what we want to create. As a result, there's no business. We see ourselves rolling around in circles. So understand this, there's only two types of thought. You want to take a picture of this. This is a very good slide, and you want to put on your wall to monitor yourself. There's only two types of thinking. There's only two types of thoughts. You're either going to think negative or you think positive. So when you're thinking negative, is like you're ending up diseased. That's not disease, disease. You're not gonna get anywhere in life. That's if you surround yourself with people that are negative, telling you can't do it. This is how they'll be. The first thought of negative thought will give you ignorance. You don't know. How do I start an online business? You don't know. And you don't want to do anything about it. Or you say, all right, you get an idea. You want to start a business. You want to increase your income. You get the idea. It's an idea. It impresses on your subconscious mind. That's where the mind is. That's where what controls all of us. That's our paradigm. What stores there is fear. It leads you to fear. How? I'm going to lose money. How much time do I need to invest? You start rolling around in these thoughts. What am I going to do? That leads you to anxiety. Anxiety leads to depression. You don't do anything. You see yourself going around in circles. But look at the opposite. Positive thoughts. I'm going to change my life. What do you need? You need to study. How do you study? You need understanding. You start studying, you start educating yourself, you start joining webinars, you start changing your associations, you register for a class, a webinar to learn more, to understand what you need to do. You keep doing it over and over. But the truth is, it leads to faith. You begin to believe in yourself. Faith is the ability to call upon that vision as though they were. You begin to walk in faith. But the interesting thing about faith and fear is both of them demand that you do something without even seeing it. So it's weird. So when you have faith, you see yourself, you're expressing it, you see someone that believes in themselves and they're working their well-being, they're well-balanced, their family, their marriage, everything is working. They express, you express that. Now, this is how it works. You think, this is how it works, literally. You think on the con there is conscious mind, the subconscious, that's the emotional mind. That causes you to have a feeling, and that causes you to take an action. The feeling you entertain causes you to take an action. The action is what produces the result. Look at this. The income is what we want to change. You want to change jobs, that's the result. But what is causing you to do that is your thinking. There's so much that has happened to us. We're gonna go into the next slide, which causes us to not be able to change what we want to change. Now, this is for you to really understand the thinking part. Now, if you look at the vision there, that's where it starts, the creative vision. You're either going to operate from vision or you operate from your memory. The memory is the one in black. It's creative thinking. Where there is no vision, the people will perish. Now, what most of us do is we are literally operating from our memory. It's not our vision. So as a result, we keep repeating the same lifestyle. Go from jobs to job that is leading us nowhere. Our children, we raise our children to do the same thing. It's like a plague. It just keeps happening. There's nobody successful in this family, so I'm supposed to be like this. Nobody's achieving greatness. Everybody here is a doctor. I'm supposed to be a doctor. Everybody here is a clerk somewhere. There's nothing wrong with those jobs, but that's kind of a standard they set in the family until you begin to associate with people that will encourage you. So look at it this way. Two types of thought, negative, positive. It's always going to be in control. You get to choose which one. What you want, what we're literally looking to do is to change the memory that we are already operating with. Look at the lower part of the circle where the memory is written like a soil. That's the subconscious mind. It doesn't care what you plant in it. The soil doesn't care. Any soil, you go out there in the soil, put poison, put corn next to each other, water them, they will both grow. So the idea is every now and then you get this nudge, you're going to change your life. I'm going to do something. I'm going to start a business online. I'm going to quit smoking. I'm going to do this. But once it hits the memory tells that's your paradigm. It tells you, no, this is not what we're used to. That's what causes you doubt and worry. You doubt the vision. Vision is outside. It's coming from God. You can change. But we are operating from the memory. You begin to doubt. Remember the other slide. Let me reduce this so that we can walk through this. When you doubt, ignorance is fear. When you're operating from your memory, the ideas keep coming into you. You're going to change your life, but there's something stored here that is controlling the result. It's controlling your habits. This is literally habit. Every now and then you get an idea, you're going to start a business online. One of the questions will be, how much do I need to start? Or how long is the training? How long do I need to invest time into it? That person is operating from a memory standpoint. They are looking at the results they currently have, which came from this memory, to make a decision. So that's what happening to that person. So what you need to understand is you have to plant this vision where you can physically see it. First of all, how did this memory form? How did this memory form? Let me reduce this a little bit. How did we form this memory? It came from repetition. Ideas that came from us, from our parents, school, when we were young, self-image. That's when this memory was formed. So it's with us all our lives. Let's say, for instance, I'm Igbo. The reason I'm Igbo is because when I was born in an Igbo town in Nigeria. But if you had taken me when I was a baby and took me to somewhere like France, I can't speak French now, but I'll be fluent in French, because the people I'm surrounding myself with will plant their ideas here. So this side doesn't care what you do with it. It will always produce that result. So this is what we want to change. To change this, you gotta need faith. You have to study every day. This is what's gonna develop your faith. Faith comes by hearing and hearing and hearing. That's the goal. You have to join webinars, you have to train yourself, you have to surround yourself with people that will encourage you to change your life. You have to surround yourself with literally books, listen to audios. It's repetition on a consistent basis. It's not something you plug into 1 week, you plug out of it. You got to understand that's what's going to change. If you're going to be in the 95% of people that will succeed. I'm sorry, 5% of people that will succeed, because out of every 100 people, it's only 5 that will change their mindset. You have to get yourself, El Nightingale said, get yourself in that group. That's the reason, if you understand this, when you go into an online training, you will begin to understand, monitor yourself and your behavior. You will see how to create the outcome that you want. So this is what you remember in the Bible where they said, with a faith as small as a mustard seed, you can move a mountain. Let me show you how that works. Now, let me see if I can do. So let's look at this smaller circle now as the faith with the mustard seed. Let me just change the color to yellow. Is that correct? No, come on. Let me change the color to something a little bit brighter. So that's the color. This is the faith that you have now. This is what you have every now and then. You have an idea, you want to change your life, right? So what you're looking to do is to grow this one so that this one diminishes. Because this one, you can't get rid of it. But Mr. Fuller said, you can't change something by fighting existing reality. You have to literally build, listen to the word, build a new programming so that the old one becomes obsolete. The old one, which is what is our memory, we just need to change it. So through constant repetition of the right ideas, the positive side, through constantly thinking positive towards the life that you want, towards your vision, following these steps, monitoring your feeling, through constant repetition, you can begin to move a mountain, which is this mountain here. It will begin to grow gradually. It's a transition. Then this one will begin to shrink. That's how you build a new paradigm. But the truth is, the old one will always be there. But at least you have a better lifestyle. You have a good marriage. You have a good relationship. You're balanced, your income, everything is, you're earning good money, but you will still have it there. It would still be alive because you can't stop yourself from thinking negative. You will always go outside there and see something that is bad. It's just vision. What do you see is what is going to affect you somehow. So you need to build a new program. You got to understand these are Bible-based principles. This is not me. I don't have any, this is Bible-based principles. So when you understand that you need to join trainings and do that, if you're serious about building a business online, I'm going to give you guys a link to join the training that I use free so that you access training by Stewart, which I recommend because I know that his training works. It worked for me. So when you're changing your mindset, this is, you hear it, when you change your mindset, you got to go through 4 phases, right? Let's go back to the slide. The one is unconscious incompetence. You don't know and you don't know that you don't know. Sorry guys, come on. You don't know and you don't know that you don't know. That's ignorance. Remember ignorance? And the second one is conscious competence. This is, remember, there's a habit that we already have. You are aware that your life needs to change. You are aware that you don't spend time with your children and it's not good. You're supposed to be teaching them every evening, at least even if it's 30 minutes. But because of the work you're doing, you don't even have the time. You're having that feeling. You are unhappy, impossible to please God without faith. Come on, Sonny. I got my guys working for me. They need my attention, but anyway, get back to them later. So conscious incompetence is aware of the problem, but you're not aware of how to solve it. So what I'm giving you here is to begin to break down and begin to understand how to solve our problems. Then conscious competent is you are aware of the problem and you're consciously thinking through positive thoughts. Consciously, you see something negative, you say, no, you snap yourself, that's not gonna get me towards my goal, my vision. You move your mindset, maybe you listen to an audio to shift your mindset. You do this manually, kind of manual driving, all right? This is what you gotta do. I have to be honest with you. I want you to win. Whatever training that you join, I want you to succeed. That's why I'm sharing this with you. The other one is unconscious competence. This is you're unaware, you're producing the result. The truth is, and you keep making money online and all that. Whether you see some people when they go into sales, they just make money without even doing a lot of work. It's just they're operating on automatic way. You see them, their energy is great. That's when you become successful. That's where you're headed. So you have to go through these stages. Now the challenge is we are already on number 4, which is unconscious competent or incompetent. It's like we are doing something automatically. We wake up in the morning, we go to work, we come back in the evening, we go shopping, we do all these things. It's not giving us the life we want. So we are on autopilot. So you got to snap back to conscious, begin to use the things I'm sharing with you here to change your life. You got to come back gradually to remember repetition. You got to do it over and over again until you build this new paradigm that is going to change your life. Now, this is like a terror barrier. This is what happens to us. This is the life we want. What happens to most of us is we lack faith. We lack faith. And to gain faith, you have to study. That's the only thing I can tell you. You need to study. You need to surround yourself with people that are doing the type of business that you want to do. The reason I went to an online business is you can do it from home. As long as you got a little laptop or desktop like this, you are in business. So that's affiliate marketing. There's different ways to make money online that you can learn as well. But this is the one I found that I could spend more time with my kids. So that's my choice. So you have to decide what kind of lifestyle you want to create. That's why Stewart's training, the first one is lifestyle blueprints and lifestyle training. So if you really go through that training, what he shared in that, these guys are really, really busy. I need to switch this off so I don't get, yeah, so.
Oscar, I think you should answer them.
Don't worry, I know why they're calling. This one, I need to get, you guys are here. We're only gonna be here for the next 20 minutes more and we wrap this baby up and I'll get back to them. Thanks anyway for your concern, that's good. So this is the life you want. We are always gonna hit this terror barrier. This is like a barrier. You want to change, you want to start a business online, you want to, some of us must have joined, some people send me a message, they've joined crypto, they quit. Are there people making money with crypto? Yes, why not you? It's this thing I'm sharing with you. Terror barrier, there will be a barrier that you want to crash over. And that's, if you understand that paradigm, what you want is literally on the other side. Fear, Joseph Campbell said, the cave you fear to enter holds the treasure you seek. What that means, translated, is fear tells you what to do. Does that make sense? Fear, when you're afraid of something, that's what you should do to get the life you want. So that's what you got to do. That once you lean into your fear every time, you're operating by faith. When you're afraid of something, just know that that's where what you're looking to achieve in life is there. So go and take that action because what you're looking for is on the other side. So fear, that's what my mentor taught, how they taught me. Fear is like a beacon. It tells you if you're supposed to go. Like for instance, when I was about to, not this YouTube channel, even YouTube channel, when I was about to shoot videos like this on my YouTube, when I was about to start, because I just like the idea of video. I don't like blogging because I don't like typing and all that. So what I did was I was afraid of camera. Not that I was afraid of camera. I was afraid, fear of criticism. What my schoolmates will think of me if I start sharing my journey online. How would they perceive me? Because I went to this school and I was expected to be successful. And when I was very good in grades, so how come you're struggling in the United Kingdom? How come you've been divorced? Because the truth is, I was literally scared of doing it. I meant to say, if that's your fear, that's what you should do. So what I did not understand was they were teaching, there's something called attraction marketing. You don't understand it. If you have a problem in your life, find the solution, look in the world, you'll see an audience of people you can sell that solution you found to those people. And you're literally obeying God's law. love your neighbor as yourself, do unto others as you would like them to do unto you. So you go ahead and help people like you helped yourself. Does that make sense? So I did not quite understand it. So let's get into it. So if you're going to crash your barrier, whatever your business you're going to go into, when you sign up to any train, it's going to be like a monstrous thing in big in front of you, like a big whole elephant. It's going to be huge. How do everybody that is telling that you're going to change your life, this paradigm thing I'm talking about, it takes 13 months to change it. 13 months with professional training. So there's a long road ahead, guys. You got to eliminate procrastination. You have to eliminate. If you start today, look at this, a year from now, you see how far you've come. You realize you should have done it like, that's what Christian Bale said, the best time to start was yesterday. The next best time is today. You got to eliminate procrastination. That's a habit I am currently working on. Everybody around me, when we set goals in the month, it's go out and do everything. Try and tick all the boxes what we want to achieve that month. I'm going to do another training on how to set goals. So how do you devour a big elephant? My mate John said, you chop it one small bit at a time, small bit at a time. Success is the progress. You can't just rush into the training and say, I'm going to get all this. Don't be like me. That's how I started. That's my mindset. Avoid all the mistakes I've done. I rushed into the training. I'm going to do this. I made multiple mistakes. To make money online is very easy. Very easy. The hardest bit is for you to believe that you can do it. Mark my word. Because the day you make the money, you will realize, you make your first sale, you will realize, I could have done this faster. If you obey James, be humble and I will lift you up. You got to be humble to learn. The key here is learning. So break it down. You learn how to set goals, break it down and start taking those actions with faith. Because you remember, it's like driving in a fog. You can't see it. You can't believe when you first hit the leg, say there's this whole big thing I still need to travel. Just be going it with faith. Right. So thinking leads to feeling leads to action leads to result. In life, you need a mentor. Get a guide. Don't try to do it by yourself. If you've been trying to Google all the free strategy online on how to start a business online for free, if you've been doing it for, I don't know how long you did it. I did it for 7 years. I didn't see anything comprehensive to guide me. I had to surrender. To like, take my money and give me the training. That's why you guys are seeing me here today. So you got to put in the wood before you expect the heat. It's going to cost you time, money. Don't ask me how much, don't ask me how much time, because you got to walk by faith. Everybody's results will be different. It's how humble you come into the training to learn. But your life can change like night and day, guys. I have to be honest with you. Listen to what Stewart teaches. Your life can change. Like the life I'm living today is like a miracle. I tell people it's a miracle. I don't know how it's happening, but it's happening. It's God, I just tell you. So this is what's going to look like for you. So starting a business online is going to need a few things, blah, 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 all over the place. You start going on Google to look for them. Somebody will tell you this is going to be scattered. So you need somebody somebody has already assembled it and telling you to walk step by step. So this is how it starts. I think I should have included domain name or some other things here, but this is just like a guide. This is what's gonna look like for you. So you just need to walk a linear path. It's straightforward, it's not complicated. You gotta need webinars, you gotta read books, you gotta educate yourself, you have to find a support system around you. Then just walk through the training, learn how to generate leads, learn if it's Google or Facebook or YouTube, whatever channel you want to promote your product, it's all good. Advertising is an option. If you want to get speed results, you got to do advertising. That's a must. But if you have you have more time on yourself, you could do good free strategy. There are different ways to do it, but you need a mentor. That's my goal. That's my message to you. Let's say you want to make, this is how to set goals. You want to make $5,000 online, you gotta start from the lady, everything on the lady's head. You need that one first before you think of the product to sell, which is almost where the end is. See, once you get to understand what the product to sell, you're done. You start selling already. So you gotta learn how to generate leads. You gotta learn how to make sales. Whatever the product is for you. Stuart will walk you through. If you join his webinar, he will walk you through exactly how this part works. So what I normally tell people is, by their fruits you shall know them. Matthew 8:13. Find someone who has a proven track record that is successful in whatever thing that you're trying to do and get them to train you. It's very crucial. This will save you time, money, energy, whatever. It will save you a decade or more. Whether it's affiliate marketing, e-commerce, real estate, this is a proven strategy that works. Finally, ask and you shall receive. Seek and you find. Matthew 7:7. Don't be afraid to ask questions. No matter how, because as you ask that question, you're putting good into the world. You're trying to find out something. That question you put in, somebody else may have that question, but they are too shy to ask it. Just because you asked it, you receive more blessings. That's it.
What are you doing?
There'll be a link under this video if you're watching it on YouTube to get into the training. So I will take questions from now. Let me stop share. We got about 10 minutes. I hope I am right. Let me look into the chat. I hope this has been very informative for you guys. Well spoken. Thank you, sir. Okay, let me just start from the top. Right. Okay, this was part of the beginning. So if you've got questions, feel free to jump out now and ask me. If not, I'll take a few questions that it's on the email that I can see. So well spoken. I can't say you. I think a few people, they've joined, they sent me a message privately. You will get the recording if you can't hear me. Well done, Pascal. I've sent you a question via email. Right, let's double check. 1 second. So right now, I've seen, are you dark and face? Dark and face says, hi, Pascal, I type very fast as I have once worked in what I call newspaper typing pool in Africa. Now I'm in the UK. I have been searching for online or offline typing jobs, but I have been getting junks and scams. Typing jobs? I'm not really familiar with that one, but it seems like everybody can type. I don't know which, to be honest, I have not received anything in typing. So what you want to be a typist? That's interesting, for a passion. Now you have to go do some Google search and look for the best typist in the world or the best typing trainers in the world. That's what I would do. Then I will go look for the best person who is a professional in that field that proves that he trains people. Do a Google search and get into their training and program to help you, because that's the only way. Because what is happening there is that person will be like a role model for you to follow. It will be like your vision. You understand what I was talking about earlier? It will be like your vision. So once you keep hanging around him, you'll be learning the language they speak, the things they do. That's what's going to lead you to being great. So don't be afraid to go for somebody that is really up there in the market. Just like I always hang around Stuart. If he's on a webinar, I want to be there. If he's hanging out, invites guys a pass, I want to be there. It's not necessarily, it's just for me to begin to see something that I'm looking up to help me reach my own goals in life. You got to see, that's the vision. That's where the eyes come in. A leader inspires you. So don't settle for anybody low. Go for the big ones. That's how I would approach it. Next question is from, I think we got about 10 minutes more to wrap this baby up. Okay, yeah. So this is a very interesting. It's like running a shop. You chop me out. This is from Dawn. I need a credit line to start up. Do you have a credit offer or listen to genuine trainings who will pay back? Basically, this person is looking for kind of a credit to start the business. Now, there are credit companies out there, but you want to pay back if you, that's when you may start making money, or I think, well, yeah, when you start making money, you want to pay back. Now, I want to be really honest with this. If you, this is kind of the way you're seeing business, because everywhere you go, you probably said you need to pay money here, you need to pay money here. If you have a pen and paper, write this down. There is no such thing as something for nothing. You have to pay the price. If you have a pen, write it down. Say that's the principle of Napoleon. I know you see a lot of free videos, free that. At the end of the day, you're still gonna pay some money towards it. So if you don't have the funds to start, you're looking for kind of scholarship, that kind of stuff. You have to understand how people get scholarship. They don't ask for it, they work for it. For you to get scholarship in school, you have to be at the top notch. Why do they set the standard to get scholarship so high? It's because they know that for you to hit those numbers, you'll be working in the night, you'll be reading at night. You have a vision to gain that number. So to hit that level, they are looking at behavior of that person. It's just to look at your behavior, because once you get that number, there's no way you weren't studying more than the average person. That's how people gain scholarship. So if you're looking to get into, I often tell people that the company I'm using is always hiring. SFM is the mentors is always hiring, but they're not going to come out and hire. They don't put adverts online to hire. They look at the students in the training, who is actually putting in the work. Because we have different trainings of what we should be doing. They pick people from there. They hire them into the company. They have about 800 staffs now, 100 and something. So you have to put yourself in there when you're sowing time and energy in the beginning. You have to understand that's a seed you're planting for your future. Things will happen along the way. You got to walk by faith. Those people that got those jobs, they're still doing what they love to do. They are still affiliate for the company. They are learning how to sell products in Amazon. They're still working in the company, all from their home. You got to understand the world is changing, guys. The world is changing. So you have to learn how to change with it. So to wrap this baby up, I'm going to give you a link to one of the free trainings, and I'll walk you through how the training works, so you have an idea of what to expect. So let's jump into take the action. Yeah. What do you sell online? I'll come to that question in a minute. Let me just log into this. So I'm going to give you guys a link. Everybody, if you're open to learning, I'll put this link into it. The education is sitting right there for you to go through it. Follow it like an elephant, like this. Remember the elephant metaphor? Slowly. Don't go and jump into it to eat everything at once. It doesn't work like that. Got to go in slowly, gently, be taking action every single day. 2 hours every day will work for you. So the training is simple. It's quite simple. So the way it's structured is 7 modules, right? If you look here, 7 modules. So I'm going to give you access to this one. This is the one I used. A system of selling online is this course here. There's so much you can get out of it. In fact, this is the foundation of every business that you see on the face of the planet. That's why I said it's simple to make money online, but the hardest part is to believe that you can do it. The training is just go through it, implement it. Everybody does the same thing. Everybody that does it wins. So look at this page like you have action steps to take, download resources, selling online. You will see this is like small minutes. Take 20 minutes here, 10 minutes here. All you need to do is go through the training. This one is 23 minutes. He will teach you how to sell online, the basics, advertising, why advertising is important. This is very crucial one because a lot of people build websites, they can't drive traffic to it because they don't want to advertise. There's nothing wrong with it. There's free strategy, but it's just that it takes longer. It takes longer to make money from free strategy. I had to tell myself I'm 40 years old or 37 when I started. I don't need 10 years of writing blogs and I'm not sure. I just gotta do this. So that's why I found out it's quicker and it's I'm not saying it's the best, but it worked for me. I hope it works for you. Types of websites. So basically there are different courses here, trainings that Stuart will walk you through. To validate this company, I'm not here to like promise you heaven and earth. They partner with LinkedIn courses, but you get access to this if you're going into their paid version. So go through this training, experience this. I'm going to give you access to it. Experience all of this. Just use this next button. It will be taking you through these modules. As you complete them, this bar at the top will be going 100%. Once it's completed, you should be able to understand a little bit more what it takes to build a business online. Then if you look to follow through after that, then I think it's $100 to $99 to start. Now they will now teach you, start taking you through the website hosting. Where's that training again? This is blueprint. This is like planting, showing how to draw a business plan, get you support system to begin to help you to actually begin to build a proper business. This is not like make money online. This is you're building a business that's gonna serve you for the rest of your life. So that's why the training is there. So they will begin to teach you how to, if you want to do affiliates, e-commerce, that's like, look at this training like a university. It's N while you learn. Get that? You're not going to finish a course and you don't come out. The design is, as you're learning, you're making sales and you're growing. It's like a lifestyle. So that's I would say it's the process of changing your life. So I'll put a link in the description. The link you're gonna see is gonna be something like this. It's 1 second. So you're gonna have access to this now. I hope this helps you. Let me just double check. So you will need to click on the link if you want to get registered straight away. I'll pop the link in the chat. You need to click on it, or I think I sent it to one person. 1 second. Yeah. If you click on the link, it will open a new window for you. And if not, wait for the recording. When it comes up, I'll put a link under the video. You can also have access to it. All right. So we literally got 2 minutes. Let me see.
Please, can you put the link again?
Yeah, it's in the chat now.
It's where?
In the chat of the box.
Oh, okay.
So you will see something that looks, when you click on it, it will see something that looks like this.
Okay.
Something that looks like this. All you don't need a credit card to register or anything. So you just need to create an account and your name, email, phone number, and you create an account. But bear in mind, they give you a support staff if you are not serious about doing it and you don't want to saturate I'm giving it to you guys for free. They don't want to saturate, give people, you don't want to book calls or sign up and you don't go through the training. Does that make sense? So that person is not literally, so if you just want to watch, that's fine. But if you sign up, just know that they will contact you. The company will try to know more about you. They add a lot of resources to support you to actually change your life. So take this like something that is going to literally change your life, because I believe it's possible if you do the work. Remember those slides, everything I shared with you. I have a private Facebook group as well, which I do training. Let me give you guys. So once you sign up, I'm going to add you to the Facebook group. for some of you that I'll add you to the Facebook group. If you're on Facebook, every Saturday we do. I have a private Facebook group where I do Q&A. So whatever you're building, whatever business you're building, I've got a little bit more experience. I'm not saying I'm an expert, but I will guide you. If you reach out to me to support you, I'll do my best to guide you. I do one-on-ones, free. Everything I will do for you will be free. It's just be serious about changing your life. That's all I'm asking for. Be disciplined to change your life, because I like to work with people that are committed. So you will probably see these are like webinars that we do. So basically it's just simple. Keep it simple. Every Saturday, 8 p.m. you join us. I will send you a link to this. Is a private link to this one. So we are about 300 and something people here. And I've got, so if I go to members, we're about 300 and something people here. Guys, look up, start thinking big and start looking up to big visions for your life and for that of those of your children. Not just think about yourself at this stage, think about your family and everybody that it's surrounds you. It's going to impact their life. When you change your life, the people around you will change. We're going to support you to do that. So there's other Facebook groups that I'm in. I'm not into many. It's just specific ones to help you. This one is for a Christian community. We are Christian digital entrepreneurs. We're supporting each other. It's the same training we all use. Understand this, it's the same training. So we share strategies and things that we're doing. So this one is held by Gab. Gabby Flame. So he's the one controlling this bit. So there's a lot to help you. That's the point. The problem is, where are you? That's the question. Where are you? Show up for training and your life will transform. That's the only thing I'll say to you. All right. I don't want to be showing you what we have in store for you. I just want to just give you a little bit. So when you come and be like, whoa, where have I been all these years? That's what I want to share with you guys. All right. We're over by 1 minute. I got it. So thank you, Mr. Hoyt. Yeah, cool Martins. Great. God bless you. And I hope to see you. I want to see you on Saturday. I want to make sure that you've gone through that training by Saturday. Today is Tuesday. Go through the training I share with you now. You have given access to it. Change your life, guys. It's all here. As long as you got a little laptop, you're good to go. Apart from that, God bless you. God bless your family. I wish you all abundance in every area.
Thank you.
Take care, guys. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Bye.